Independence Hall. This is the replica of Independence Hall that we built in Minecraft. This is where the signing of the Declaration of Independence took place, which we portrayed in the video. At the center, there's a desk with 2 chairs where the representatives would sit, and all the other chairs where everyone else would sit. And here is one of the wings of the hall. And then on the other side, we have the other wing. Wings are good. And on the exterior of the hall, we have at the top a bell tower and a lot of windows.
So this is the area that we built for the Transcendentalist place. We put a whole bunch of trees everywhere to represent the Transcendentalist view and its connection towards nature. And of course, trees are a very large part of nature. We built a bridge with a bunch of flowers to sort of give it that naturey feel, and we built it going across a river with the waterfalls on each side to represent sort of the mountainous areas where the writers would stay at and write about their beliefs and the oversoul and everything. And then there's the area where it had a whole bunch of trees, or used to have a whole bunch of trees. Kind of burned it all down as part of the video, but some of it's still intact. There's still some trees here and there. And then we also made the hut to represent where the Transcendentalists would stay at. There used to be a bookcase in there with a little fire and a chest and a little bed, yeah. And that just sort of represents the little, very tiny places that the writers would build for themselves, in which they would stay at and write about Transcendentalist beliefs.
This is our Gothic castle from the video. As you can see, it's very scary. There are pumpkins and creepy stairs. So why don't we go up these creepy stairs and look at all the attractions this castle has. You'll see trees with no leaves. If we go straight, we'll arrive at the room that we filmed in which the colonial man slept. Right up here, that's the bed he slept in, like this, leaf bed. And there's the window where the hippie zombie was in. Anyway, so if we go back down, and then we take a right at the intersection, we have a kitchen in here. We have a simple room in here. And then if we ascend these stairs and go into this room, this is kind of like the main room, you'll see die written on the wall. Death was another theme of Gothicism. Death was another theme of Gothicism. And then if we go up here, this is where there is more stuff. We have paintings on the walls of skulls and more skeletons, and there's a fireplace. It's just kind of creepy stuff. Bookcases, storage, I don't know why that's there. And then in here is where we shot the scene where the colonial man was killed by the zombie hippie. And this is redstone, which is just part of the game, and it spells out die again if you look in the chest. Anyway, so if we go back down the stairs, and then take a right into this room, then another into this room, We follow this trail of blood right here, which has been throughout the whole castle. Go down these stairs. This is where we filmed the zombie hippie jumping out of the portal, because he's a zombie hippie. So, anyway, that's basically the Gothic castle.
So this is the battlefield at Gettysburg. We didn't really do much for it, but this is a basic geography of what it was. The Confederate troops would march out from the forest out there through the wheat fields, and then they came to the little round top. It wasn't like a huge hill, but it was a little round top. So we just basically made the geography of the battlefield to simulate what it was like.
This is Andersonville, prison camp by the Confederates during the Civil War. Basically made it pretty barren because conditions are pretty harsh. It's, hardly any shelter. Couldn't find a place to stay anywhere. There was one source of water, and that was a river that was going through it. And that would be all the water they had for drinking or sanitary business. In the the skit we've had, Captain Wers killed one of the Union soldier prisoners. And yeah, that's Andersonville. Is there a section on realism? It's a neighborhood. This house made of stone represents J.P. Morgan's house. And this house on the left, the blue house, is Rockefeller's house. And as we go down the street, we see that the houses are getting less furnished, fancy. It represents the social class differences, time period. So here we have a jail, some low-income housing, and a general store. And last but not least, at the end, we have Ms. Lottie's house at the outskirts of town, where in the story Marigolds, Elizabeth throws around rocks at Marigolds and destroys them, and eventually overcomes her guilt and apologizes to Miss Lottie. So in her skip, you see somewhat similar aspect where Elizabeth is ruining the Marigolds, and a police officer confronts her, and all is better. Okay.
This is the area that we built for the Native American section. This first section is a lot more green. It's a lot more nicer. You can see the little teepees with the fire, and it just looks a whole lot more pleasing and a whole lot more natural. You can see the totem pole that's built that they had. And you can see the river flowing with the crops growing near the river. So they had abundance of food, and they had a very good water supply, and they just had a very good life living off the land. But the second part, which shows the deserty area where they got moved off to the reservations off of their land. There's a whole bunch of like cactuses. There's only one source of water in the middle with the well, and which is pretty much empty too. And they live in these like very pathetic little trailer things, and it's just horrible what we've done to them, and we just really wanted to show the contrast between what was then and now with the two different areas. That's it.